Oh, let's talk about this. All right, because I hear this often. I don't have enough time to work out, or I can't find the time in my day to work out. Let's talk about it. See this? See this? Time for this instead. So is this what you're saving all your time for? You know, are you skipping gym workouts to make sure you'll be able to show up to this instead? Are you skipping, neglecting your cardio so you can be here? Is that what you're saving it up for? Or you can talk to your doctor, to the nurse at the hospital? Hmm? Is that what you're saving up all your time for? Listen, I don't mean to be a dick, guys, but I've heard this before, and I'm speaking not from my personal experience, for experience of other people, family members, dude, family members. Like this isn't me trying to be funny. This isn't me trying to be all Tate. Well, you looked home for the hospital instead. That sounds nothing like Andrew Tate, but you guys know what I mean. You know what I mean. Like I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm genuinely trying to help you guys out, especially people around my age. Like it's one thing for like older people, like 30s. They already know. As a matter of fact, they're probably already experiencing this now. But like for guys my age, 19 to 21, 22, 23, I'm 21 currently. I mean, like, I don't want this to be your future, guys. That would suck. And to some people, it happens as soon as like 25. Because when you're young, like around my age, the age range that I just gave, you feel invincible. And in some ways, you practically are. You know what I mean? Like I've had some terrible habits, and thankfully, they don't seem to have caught up to me. And I hope that they never do. But the truth is, sometimes life just gets you. And I don't want this to be you guys. All right. All actions have consequences, whether you work out or you don't work out. Even actions that you don't think are actions, like, oh, just skipping a workout, that's still an action. You're still taking action, just in the wrong way. You're taking action by not taking action. And it may not be today, right? You skip a workout today, you won't feel the effects. Whether you're thinking about, like, am I going to gain the weight back? Am I going to lose my gains? Or am I going to be in bad health? It won't happen today. It won't even happen tomorrow. You know what I mean? You can skip a weekend. You'll come back. You might have to ease your way back in, but it's not like you're gonna die. It's not like you're gonna lose $1 million worth of gains. You still got it. But eventually you keep either skipping an action, you either keep doing an action that's bad for you or not doing the action that's good for you, you're gonna eventually have to pay. And this applies to both good and bad. Like I just said, like you will pay the consequences for actions that you do take, whether that be whether that be you eating bullshit or you eating clean. You're gonna pay the consequences for it. It'll either be great health or having to be here, having to do this, having to talk to her. Don't get me wrong, she seems like a lovely lady, but like, do you really want to be talking to her consistently? You know, which one of these guys would you rather be? And this is an extreme example, but honestly, you should think this far ahead. You should. Like, this shouldn't be something. I'm not saying that you need to be fantasizing about being 60 years old, but you want to be this guy? You want to be that guy. And I don't even mean, you don't even have to look, not for nothing. This guy is in fucking phenomenal shape, like phenomenal shape. Like, there are 20-year-olds who don't even look like this. You know what I mean? There are people my age who I don't even look like this. Like, this is fucking fantastic. Like, this is genuinely insane. And if it's steroids, it would suck. It's still impressive nonetheless, but absolutely phenomenal shape. My point is that you're healthy. Like, would you say that this guy's unhealthy? Look at him. You know what I mean? And like, honestly, I'm inclined to believe that it's not even steroids because I feel like you'll be able to tell in his face. I feel like there'd be something that give it away. He doesn't have any crazy acne bumps. He doesn't have like he's not even super huge. It's just the fact that he's like older. You can tell he's older. This guy looks incredibly healthy. This guy looks like he's in phenomenal condition. And not to put down this poor man, but yeah, can't say the same about him. Now that we went over the how serious this can get and the consequences that it can bring up, let's talk about actually saving time. Okay, let's talk about routines for if you genuinely don't have enough time in the day, upper lower, or throughout the day, throughout the week, or just in general. Because here's another thing. I didn't include it here, but let's just say you're in a busy season right now, right? Let's just say you're in a season where lots going on. You just don't think you have the time. Right now is the perfect fucking time to start. Because that way, when it's a later season and you're not as busy, now you're more set. Now when you start now, knowing that you're already busy, when you're not busy, it's gonna be a walk in the park. If you're gonna wait for the perfect timing, let's say you wait till another couple months from now, where there's not that much on your plate, you don't think you're ever gonna get busy again? Once you get busy again, all of a sudden, because you didn't get used to it, because you didn't follow through, during a time where you had so much going on, once everything starts going on again, you drop the habit. So you shouldn't even wait. You should start now. Start today. Immediately. Immediately, dude. Upper lower. It's either a 4-day split or a 3-day split. Right? Some people, when they hear upper lower, they think, oh, okay, the 4-day split. But this 3-day split really isn't that bad. Like, if I didn't have that much time, I would absolutely consider this program. Thankfully, I'm able to work out more than 4 days a week, or more than 3 days a week, I should say. I prefer working out more often. I like being in the gym. It doesn't feel like a chore to me. There's days where, I'm not super motivated, but at the end of the day, I always love the satisfaction of just leaving the gym knowing I put in pain. But for the 3-day split, upper, rest, lower, rest, upper, rest, rest. These 2 rest days right here are for the weekend, Saturday, Sunday. Because it's following the Monday through Friday usual schedule. So 1 day on, 1 day off. 1 day on, 1 day off. 1 day on, 2 days off. And then the next week, because as you notice, we did upper twice this week and only lower once. We just flip it. So now we do lower twice this week and upper once. And the other routine, which everyone mentions, is full body, which is 2 to 3 times a week. It could even be 4 times a week. Though I won't lie, because it's full body and you tend to do big lifts, big compound lifts, I would advise sticking to 2 to 3. And the cool thing about full body is that you can play with the rest days. Like this right here is just an example. Like this one right here is workout, rest, rest, workout, rest, 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 rest. You can do workout, rest, workout, and then rest the rest of the week. Rest the rest of the week. And then for 3, you can do workout, rest, workout, rest, workout. This one you can't really play. Nah, you can still play with it. You could add 2 rest days in between these 2. 2 rest days in between here. So that's the one cool thing about full body as well, is that you can adapt it to your schedule. I know some people work Sunday through Thursday. Yeah, Sunday through Thursday. So you can be able to adapt this to that. And then here are just some samples. This is how I set up upper lower routines. Upper 1. So I put the specific exercises, and you guys can read it right here on the screen. But to break it down, 1 chest movement, 1 back movement, 1 chest movement, or another chest movement, another back movement. Shoulder, accessory, arms, and then abs. All right. And some people have 2 separate upper days, it's different focus. Me, I'm not gonna lie, I just do the same exact shit. I do the same exact thing for both upper days. It's lower days where it's different because one is more quad focused and then the other one is more hamstring. And to put it simply, one is more focused on the front of my legs, and then the other one is focused more on the back of my legs. So lower 1 is hack squat, quads, another back movement, quad extensions, hamstring curls, cable lat pullover, ab crunches. And I'm going to explain this real quick as to why there's still back exercises in here. I simply believe that the back is a very you can basically beat the shit out of your back. All right, I'm not saying that you should do deadlifts every day, but I've experimented with working out my back pretty often because your back recovers very easily. When was the last time you had a sore back? I'm talking sore upper back. Lower back is different, So I like to work out my back much more often, and I think it's yielded me some great results. So, like I said, upper 2 is the same exact thing, and then lower 2 is RDL, which is more hamstring and glute focused. Leg extension, hamstring curl. See here, I don't go super crazy with the back movements, but I do back extensions. And even then, RDLs work out your upper back to a great extent. And then I finish off with abs. Pretty simple stuff, man. Pretty simple stuff. And here for the sample full body routine, it's just as simple as full body one, squats, bench press, bent over rows, pull-ups or lat pull downs, arms, one bicep movement, one tricep movement, and abs. And now full body two, I switched it up a little bit because if you notice here, we didn't do anything for our shoulders. So here I started off with a shoulder press as well as an accessory. And then because we did squats this day, we do deadlifts on this day, either deadlifts or RDLs. I personally don't deadlift. I only do RDLs simply because I don't have a reason to deadlift really. Like the deadlifts are cool and I'm not saying that they're bad for you. It's just that if you don't like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not competing. And I don't need to increase my deadlift. I'd rather focus on my RDLs, which will actually build. Not that deadlifts don't, but this is more focused on building your posterior chain. Then we follow that up with pull-ups or lat pull-downs. I put them both because they're pretty much. I didn't put this in upper lower, but I prefer pull-ups. But I mean, if for whatever reason you can't do them, lat pull-downs work just as well. Quad extensions, hamstring curls, and then ab crunches. Like it's fairly simple stuff, dude. Fairly simple stuff. It's just that one covers what the other doesn't. And I'll have PDFs of these sample workouts in the description. And it's time to plug. So if you guys are interested in going from this physique right here to this, get in the best shape of your life, and genuinely love the way you look and feel proud of who you are, my Peak Physique program, which is coming out this Saturday, the link to pre-order will be down here in the description below, along with the PDFs of these sample workouts. That being said, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.